Summer with Nori and Megan. I'm Nori, and I'm here to talk about career clusters. A career is a person's work or job. Most people work for 30 years or even longer. Wow, that's a long time. So it's really important that you learn as much as you can about the career that you will have and that you select a career that you'll be happy doing. That's the reason we'll begin to learn about different careers. In order to make a good decision about your career, you'll need lots of information. To help you, all jobs, and there are thousands, have been sorted into larger groups called clusters. Today, we will focus on the agricultural, food, and natural resources career cluster. Let's talk about a career that involves taking care of animals in the career cluster. Agriculture, food, and natural resources. A career cluster just lets us organize all different careers into groups with similar working skills. So what I want you to do now is think about where our food comes from, and not just from the grocery store. Now think about some of the plants and animals grown and raised for food in North Carolina, like sweet potatoes, strawberries, pigs, and even chickens. Now think about where we find animals in the forest, on farms, in the zoo, in the pet store, and even our homes. Many of you have pets, dogs, cats, birds, goats, or maybe even chickens. So what do you call an animal doctor? Who cares for our pets in the farm or at the zoo? Well, that would be a veterinarian. A veterinarian is an occupation that is in the agricultural, food, and natural resources career cluster. The one thing that all of these animals, even the ones in the zoo, have in common is that when they get sick, they need a special kind of doctor to come and take care of them. They need a veterinarian, a doctor who's trained to take care of animals like our doctors take care of us. Sometimes we shorten the word and call the doctor a vet. We say, the cat is sick. We need to take her to the vet. Veterinarians work with many different types of animals, from ducks to mice, and even they care for snakes. So let's learn a little bit more about being a veterinarian.
An apple a day may keep the doctor away, but man's best friend needs a checkup once in a while, no matter how healthy its diet is. Veterinarians diagnose, treat, and research medical conditions and diseases of pets, livestock, and other animals. Veterinarians treat illnesses and injuries, conduct surgical and medical procedures and dental work, and vaccinate animals against disease. They also teach owners preventative health care. Veterinarians have different types of practices. Companion animal veterinarians most often work at clinics and care for cats and dogs, but also treat other pets such as birds, ferrets, and rabbits. Equine veterinarians work with horses involved in performing farming and racing. Food animal veterinarians work at farms and ranches to treat farm animals such as pigs, cattle, and sheep. Food safety and inspection veterinarians inspect and test livestock and animal products for major animal diseases and work to improve animal health and reduce disease transmission. They also enforce food safety regulations. Research veterinarians work in laboratories conducting clinical research on human and animal health problems and may test effects of drug therapies on new surgical techniques. Veterinarians must have a Doctor of Veterinarian Medicine degree, usually a 4-year program, and pass the North American Veterinarian Licensing Examination. Veterinarian school is highly competitive and typically requires applicants to have taken many science classes in college.
Wow, that's some great information about what you need to do to become a veterinarian. So in the agricultural, food, and natural resources pathway, there are lots of other careers to consider as well, like being a pest controller, a farm equipment mechanic, a food scientist, or even a groundskeeper. Can you think of any others? Let's learn a little bit more about a food scientist. Maybe this is a career that you've never even thought about.
With a growing world population, the task of feeding everyone on the planet is getting bigger every day. Key to maintaining the nation's food supply, agricultural and food scientists research ways to improve agricultural production and food products while keeping conditions healthy and sustainable on farms, production facilities, and in the soil. Animal scientists research ways to improve the quality and productivity of farm animals for food production through lowering animal death rates, increasing growth rates, and upgrading their environments. Food scientists and technologists study the basic elements of food. They analyze nutritional content, discover food sources, and develop ways to make processed food safe and nutritious. Many create new food products and research ideas to preserve and package food. Soil scientists examine the composition of soil, how it affects plant or crop growth, and how different soil treatments affect crop productivity. Plant scientists develop improvements to crop yields and ways to enhance plant production, including controlling weeds and pests. Agricultural and food scientists work in colleges and universities, food production companies, and in scientific research and development. They divide their time between laboratories, offices, and, when needed, visits to farms and processing plants. Work hours are typically full-time with standard hours. Agricultural and food scientists need at least a bachelor's degree in their field or a related science or engineering major. Many pursue graduate degrees.
Wow, that was some great information about a food scientist. That may be the career for you. Well, thanks so much for joining me, Nori, in the Career Corner today to learn more about the agriculture and food and natural resources pathway. I'll see you next time. Bye.